Thank you. The next statement is a statement on Detective Kevin Albert. So the select board would like to inform the public that a resolution has been reached in the Canton Police personnel matter. The Canton Police Department hired an independent investigator who conducted a thorough investigation of the allegations of misconduct by Detective Albert. Following the investigation, the select board reviewed the report and had an opportunity to question the investigator and Detective Albert about the scope and sufficiency of the investigation, as well as the substance of the allegations. The select board voted that the discipline be imposed by the chief of police, which Detective Albert has accepted. Select board member Chris Albert recused himself from the hearing. All right. Next, we are going to go into public comment. So as I do each meeting before public comments, I read this statement. The public comment portion of the meeting is an opportunity to listen to residents' feedback and concerns, but the public comment portion of the meeting is not meant to be a question and answer format. There will be no response to any public comment when presented. The public comment portion of the meeting is limited to 15 minutes total and up to 3 minutes per speaker. I will remind the public that when we open up public comment, I will call on the people who click on the raise your hand button in the order that they raise their hands. I also want to remind the public that I will not call on anyone that has an inappropriate name or phrase for their login identity. I will only call on members that have a first and last name listed. Once you are called on, please state your name and your town before speaking. Anyone who does not wish to speak or is unable to speak due to the time limit may submit their comments in writing for the board's review and consideration. So that being said, let's open up public comment. And the first hand that I see is Brenda Sweeney. So Ms. Sweeney, just give us a minute to unmute you and get you ready to go. Still waiting for you to be unmuted. Just give us a second, please. We can, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on the meeting tonight. Just wanted to start by saying that here we are. It's another Tuesday night with another select board meeting being held virtually. How long do you intend to hide from the tax-paying citizens of Canton? I mean, seriously, this select board needs to be honest. You guys are embarrassing yourselves. Are you really that afraid of your townspeople? Has the Canton Police Department issued a public apology to Jennifer O'Donnell yet? If they haven't, and I doubt they have, they should. Is Police Chief Helena Rafferty still trying to go after the Canton Nine? How about she leaves those people alone? The clerk magistrate has spoken. It's not witness intimidation. It never will be considered witness intimidation. Has anybody on the Canton Police Department conducted any serious investigation into who is going around bleaching residents' lawns, such as Rita Lombardi and many others? I doubt it. This is not transparency from the police department. Canton has a lot to be ashamed about, but it all starts with the police department and the select board. I'm Mario Hunt. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Sweeney, give you another try.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Brenda Sweeney, Canton. My humble opinions. Let's talk about the joke in Canton called leadership, aka Police Chief Rafferty and Select Board Chair Mike Loughran. Rafferty, only available through email or one-on-one meetings. No open forum for questions. What a joke. Leadership to her is, I believe in wellness. We need a new kitchen and a fence. Only $240,000. Not money for body cameras, upgraded software and video, training for officers. What a joke. Walpole's chief defends free speech. Canton's chief issues warrants. What a joke. No necklace, but it's a belt, it's a strap, it's a rope, it's a scarf. It's Canton. What a joke. No probable cause, no ring camera, no crime scene tape, no crime scene guard, no evidence tape, no Floyd edge, no free speech, no rubber ducks. No problem. It's Canton. What a joke. She says, quote, 360 degrees of transparency is critical to our profession, yet there's 42 minutes of missing video. What a joke. Who's the policeman on the video running out of the Sally Port faster than a speeding bullet? What a joke. As the whole world witnessed, Rafferty's lack of integrity explains a lot. We now know the jury can't believe the Canton Police Department is so incompetent it missed 45 pieces of taillight. Where's your statement, Helena? What a joke. Loughran, it's his way or the highway. We ask for accountability. Quote, I don't tell the police how to do their job. Police oversight is your job, Mike. What a joke. We asked about Rafferty's accident. Quote, we don't normally announce these things. Then we promise to do better. First blame us, then an empty promise. What a joke. When challenged, he put you in a Zoom closet. What a joke. He renewed Rafferty's contract, yet refused public comment because they already had email feedback. I FOIA'd the emails. They said $300 for that. So I changed to just the number of yes versus no, because, you know, they would have tallied those responses, right? What a joke. The exact response. The emails received by the select board were not tallied to determine the number of yes or no opinions concerning the chief's contract renewal. I am told there were emails opposed to the contract renewal, as well as many emails in favor. What a joke. Mike did exactly what he wanted regardless. Stellar leadership there. What a joke. He wants us to believe he didn't add up those responses. Do you really think that would have been the answer if there were more yes than no responses? What a joke. Canton, a dictator and his enforcer. No democracy in this town. Between these two, there's a total lack of trust and transparency, a complete failure of leadership. What a joke. What a legacy you two are leaving. What does the world say about Canton these days? They literally say, what a joke. Tracy and Dana's YouTube channel is called Resistant to Silence, a fitting name for yet another strong voice that's emerged from the crusade Aiden started to find justice for JJ and Karen. They stood with us in November and have organized a protest this Saturday from 12 to 3 at the Canton Police Department. Hope to see you there. You too, Mike. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sweeney. All right, Ms. Lombardi, give us just a second.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Mike, can you hear me? Okay, can I just ask a quick question? You said Kevin Albert accepted his punishment or whatever it was. Are we going to know what that was? Is somebody going to tell us what his?
So, Ms. Lombardi, as I said, this is not a question and answer. I would just refer you back to our statement.
Oh, okay, but you didn't tell us. I mean, I'm just asking this. The statement seemed incomplete is why I'm asking that question. So the town is not going to be transparent and tell us that. Is that correct?
The select board has made a statement and that's what we're referring to.
Okay, so, all right. So if my 3 minutes can stop, because I was asking to try to just get the rest of that, you know, I just want to.
You got 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay. According to the government salaries website, there are 40 employees in the Canton Police Department. 13 of them, for 33%, are in leadership positions. 27 are not. That leaves a ratio of leadership to employee of 1.8 employee. We are top heavy in the Canton Police Department. That's number one. Number two, I looked at the government salaries for 2023, and I know the government salaries for 2022 are a problem. When I look at the government salaries for the Canton Police full-time employees for 2023, there are 40 full-time employees. Of those employees, 28% raked in 38% of the 6.9 money spent to those people. Those people averaged 11 employees on the Canton Police Force, average $240,000 a year. Now, if they were all in senior level positions, maybe that's okay. 3 of them were patrolmen. We have 3 patrolmen on the Canton force that are making over $200,000 a year. So not only are we top heavy, we are allowing employees to make $240,000 on a patrolman's salary. There's something wrong with that. I'm all for people making overtime. I'm all for everything else that they get. But something is wrong when we have 38% of the money going to 11 people. We all know that this town is a generational police family town. And there's positives to that, but there's also negatives. When people grow up together, go to school together, play sports together, and even go to family gatherings at other police family homes, that causes a problem. That's too much togetherness. You'd never find that in a private sector. It does not have diverse thinking, and it has the problems that we are seeing today. So with the audit that's coming, it has to be transparent all the way. We did the scope in an open environment. We now need to do the interview process and evaluation process in an open format if we are going to heal this community and rebuild trust. There's something wrong with our police
All right,
makeup.
Mr. Body, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Time is up.
I asked a
We have
question.
time for one more. And Mr. Hunter, we'll give you another chance.
Oh,
Give it a second. There you go. State your name and your town, please.
Yeah, this is Wade Hunter from Canton. And I was just reading on this website, the Turtle Boy Daily News, a really sharp guy. Just about, there was a juror that he interviewed, and his juror said that the Canton Police Department are like a joke, and that they were such a joke that they assumed that they were incompetent, and they didn't find no pieces of taillight. You got that? No pieces of taillight at the scene, right? But they missed it all. But the state police found 45 pieces. And so instead of assuming that the pieces were planted, they assumed that the Canton Police Department, led by Lieutenant Gallagher, he's just blind. You got that? He's just blind. He don't see nothing. How do you employ all these cops and pay them all this money, and they can't even find no thinking taillight? Oh, and by the way, how come the chief hasn't said nothing about that? How come she hasn't stood up and say, hey, state police, my cops, they can see stuff. We ain't stupid. There was no taillight there when we were looking, but now the state police and Michael Proctor comes along and there's all this dang taillight there. Oh, and speaking of the chief, where is she? Is she gonna say anything about Sandra Birchmore? Hello? I thought you were supposed to be this girl power. You're the first chief and blah, 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 blah. Girl power up the yin yang. How come she don't say nothing when a pregnant girl is killed in the town and Lanka shows up? Of course, Lanka's the first one on the scene. And what does he rule? Oh, she's a suicide. You don't even look around the apartment. He sees there's a broken necklace on the floor. He didn't think that was a clue. He thought there's laundry. There's laundry in the washer and dryer. He doesn't think that's suspicious. And what happens to Lanka? Oh, Lanka got a promotion for that. Every time Lanka covers for one of his scumbag McAlbert friends, it seems like he gets yet another promotion. And I know Chicken Palm Charlie's sitting there right now, drinking his iced coffee at home, and it's all his fault. All the corruption in this town stinks. I've been living here my whole life, and thank God for Turtle Boy for shedding the light on this stuff. We should build a monument to Turtle Boy in this town because he's exposed all you corrupt scumbags one by one. Thank you.
Thank you.